It seems the saga surrounding actor Jussie Smollett's hate crime hoax is not over. And I don't mean that he and his few supporters are still whining about the verdict and the sentence. Remember the Osundairo brothers? They were the ones who Smollett paid to make it look like he got randomly attacked by racists. They testified in his case, and a jury believed that the disgraced Empire actor paid them to stage that fake hate crime in January of 2019. Well, they aren't ready to just put this behind them. They've been involved in a big lawsuit against Smollett's attorneys. In March of 2019, Abimbola and Ola Osundairo sued Smollett attorneys Mark Garagos and Tina Glandian. The lawsuit, in part, saying this: Mr. Smollett's attorneys, faced with an outraged public, did not retreat after their success. Instead, they doubled down, not simply affirming that Mr. Smollett was a wholly innocent victim, but that, among other accusations, plaintiffs, the brothers, unequivocally led a criminally homophobic, racist, and violent attack against Mr. Smollett. Defendants made these comments knowing they were untrue to distract from Mr. Smollett's farce and to promote themselves and the Garagos and Garagos law firm. Specifically, the brothers pointed to a Today Show interview that Tina Glandian did, in which she said they used whiteface, or she suggested they did, to hide their real identities and make it seem like a racial attack.
The Osundairo brothers, what are the chances that that's the case, that he saw somebody with light skin?
Well, I think there's obviously you can disguise that. You could put makeup on. There is actually, interestingly enough, a video. I think police did minimal investigation in this case. It took me all of 5 minutes to Google. I was looking up the brothers, and one of the first videos that showed up actually was one of the brothers in whiteface doing a Joker monologue with white makeup on. And so it's not implausible.
U.S. District Judge Mary Rowland threw out much of the lawsuit, but did say the brothers can move forward with their suit against Glandian because of those white-faced comments. Garagos, who had the case against him thrown out, is now suing the brothers, saying the claims against him were all made up. Quote, they fabricated statements out of thin air and falsely attributed them to Mr. Garagos. In actuality, Mr. Garagos never said anything remotely similar to what the complaint alleged. This comes just 2 weeks after Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail, 30 months of felony probation, was ordered to pay $120,000 in restitution to the city of Chicago. This was his reaction, remember, to the sentence?
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this.
Just 6 days into his 150-day sentence, a court ordered Smollett released from jail on bond as he appeals the verdict and the sentence. Now, lawyers sometimes forget that their comments are protected from a lawsuit when they make them inside of court. But when they say something out of a court proceeding, their comments are treated just like anyone else's. I also wonder why the brothers aren't also suing Smollett himself. So let's ask the attorney for the Osundairo brothers, Gloria Rodriguez. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. So I would be furious if I were them, first and foremost at Smollett. So why not sue him for comments that he has made out of court?
Hey, Dan, thanks for having me. Let me just start by saying that the jury found the Osundairo brothers credible. Judge Lynn found the Osundairo brothers credible. The
of course they are.
Special prosecutor.
This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer about their credibility. You're not going to hear any discussion on this show about, oh, well, there's one side and the other side. No. It's clear that they were telling the truth. Jussie Smollett was lying. All right, let's start there, that we can all agree on those facts. And then I ask you, why not sue Jussie Smollett?
Dan, you have to really consider that the Osundairo brothers, they're not litigious people. They're not out creating vexatious problems that don't need to be out there for no reason. But here's the situation. We have a country where people weaponize lawsuits and people weaponize their status to attack other people. And here we have a situation where Smollett's attorneys had no reason. They had no reason to make the comments that they made. At that time, their client had already had those charges dismissed. And when his attorneys came on and said what they said, I had lawyers across the country calling and saying what they did was awful. As a profession, it showed poorly on us as lawyers. And so my clients had to stand up and take action. Why not Mr. Smollett? Well, the truth is that the brothers participated in this publicity stunt with him. They had no role in calling the police and in any of that, but they don't want to sue Mr. Smollett for something that they know they had agreed to do with him. So that's always kind of been the bottom line there. But that's where we are now with our lawsuit against them.
That's interesting. I think it's actually a pretty transparent response to why they aren't suing. Now, Mark Garagos, for example, has had his lawsuit dismissed. He's now suing the brothers. I mean, you mentioned that you don't want to be too litigious, but, you did sue both the lawyer who made the white-faced comments and Garagos. Garagos' lawsuit dismissed. He's now suing the brothers right back at you for defamation.
Well, so 2 points on that. Number one, it's a malicious prosecution claim. And any lawyer, and I know you're a lawyer, Dan, but any lawyer who comes out will tell you, when you file a lawsuit, you file all your claims, because if you don't, you waive them. So that saying about, filing with the kitchen sink, you have to do it, because otherwise you don't get a second bite of that apple. So just because you have some claims in a lawsuit that are stronger than others doesn't mean that those claims are not frivolous. So point number one, he's suing us for malicious prosecution.
Got it.
Point number two, I have no doubt in my mind. I'm very confident that the Cook County court system is going to see right through this. This is their own publicity stunt. A lawsuit like this is absurd against us as the lawyers, and the kiss the ring mentality just has to stop. And we're gonna defend it.
So there's no defamation claim. It's just malicious prosecution, or bringing the case for a frivolous case.
That's exactly right, Dan. It's just a malicious prosecution against us for having sued him originally. So it's an absurd filing. We'll defend it.
All right, we shall see what happens. It seems that this saga does not plan to end anytime soon. Gloria Rodriguez, thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Dan. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.